Well, hi to Webbers. Just got some really traumatic news. I'm not in a Kenworth today. The boss is putting me back in the B train for the day, or for a couple of days actually. And I'm not happy about it. And here it is. This is a B train and he's blinking his lights and saying hello. There's a mad Englishman behind the wheel of that thing. I heard he's rabid. Okay, well, one thing about this thing, she's fully automated, but it does have a manual override. The one thing I've learned when you're driving a new vehicle is just take it easy. Just take it nice and easy, and we're going to get there. So it's going to be an amazing journey. We're going to do all kinds of cool new stuff. We're driving a freaky new rig. Can you tell it's been an Englishman's truck? I've tried to hide the flag, but it's falling down already. And it's going to be great. Let's truck on. See this thing here, this house bus thing? I got a mate, and he's just bought one of those. It's an American thing made in Red Bay, Alabama. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a big Winnebago, but it ain't. But it's got an Oshkosh chassis and a Cummins motor in it. I mean, basically it's a logging truck with a caravan on top of it. And I think it's about 11 meters long. I don't know what that is in American money. And, but it's a cool machine, man. It's got, you know, I can totally understand why people live in them. There's this chick on YouTube that used to drive trucks. She's living in one of those things now with her husband. And, you know, I totally get why people can live in them. I was sort of a bit skeptical at first, but when I seen how this American thing's been laid out, because, you know, I do know guys that have lived in house buses and house trucks and stuff, but they're shitty ass hippie looking things with dream catchers and crap like that. Whereas this American thing is a purpose built, real serious piece of kit. It's a, you know, I totally get how people can call them home, eh? This American girl and her husband Steve, they're pretty cool people actually, and she's been quite an influential figure in my life a few years ago. Would have done anything for her, but you know what it is when you're a guy on your own. I was raising my son on a benefit and yeah, fell for an American movie star. But hey, it is what it is. And anyway, but her and her man, they've got this big kick-ass house bus thing, and I think it's a big Freightliner. And you know, it's flash, man. It's like a little rolling motel. But they're sort of missioning around their country doing everything they want to do. But I don't, you know, I sort of get it. You know, I sort of get it, but I don't really like traveling without purpose. The only time I sort of tend to drift aimlessly is on my Harley, you know, and then that's when I'm just cruising and exploring and just chilling out and relaxing out with the bike and just spending some good quality time on the highway. But to have no, you know, just being aimless and just drifting around wherever you want, you know, to some people that might sound idyllic and like really cool, but I believe in work, and I think work is a very important part of our daily routine, and I wouldn't be able to do that without having a sense of purpose. And so that's the attraction with those big, huge, kick-ass American rigs, you know. And I'm talking about the big double eagle what do they call them? Double eagle sleeper cabs and that. You know, they've got like showers and kitchenettes and tables and chairs, and you know, they're like a 12-foot caravan with a driver's seat. You know, they're hauling 80,000 pounds, and you know, they're pretty cool. And you know, people live in them successfully for years and years and years. And so the closest thing that I could do to what that girl's doing, and her guy Steve, he's a computer guy, so he must be able to generate income on the road through the internet and stuff. You know, well, I'm not like that. I'm not that smart. I'm just a truckie, mate. So it'd be the closest thing I could come to that and still retaining a sense of purpose would be just to have one of those big giant sleeper cabs. But even then, doesn't necessarily have to be like that. I'd be quite happy with some of those American ones that you see, you know. But hey, it is what it is. It's all pipe dreams at the moment. We'll just truck on and see what happens. We're in a limited speed zone. It's a construction zone. This is 70 kilometers an hour, and look at all these people going past me. This is what we got to share the road with. You know, my cruise control is set on 70. All these people are fanging past me, and you know, they're pretty quick to point the finger at truck drivers, but you know, you know, and yeah, sure, there are some dodgy ass drivers out there, but you know, look what we got to put up. Okay, cause these B-train configuration is something that I'm not overly familiar with. You know, I've driven them before and I do like them, but you know, I'm still learning them. The best way I find to learn them is to find an experienced old hand like this guy in the freight lines B-train up here, and just copy his lines and just see how he drives, and then just try and drive the same. And so I'll be shadowing this guy all the way through the windy stuff. I'll be braking when he's braking. Obviously it's got a lot to do with weight. We're on a downhill stretch now, so I'll be able to work that out for myself, but I'll just be watching his lines and copying him, and then doing my best to see, look, he stuck his brakes on just up there, so I'm going to do the same. I think I'm a bit heavier though. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to run as fast as him down this hill. I'm a bit heavier, but that's the way I learn anyway, is by following those old fellas. I tell you what I do like about this Eaton Fuller automatic thingamajig transmission is, like, when you choose what gear you want to go down a hill in and you're applying the jake, it'll hold it there, right? And it does a pretty good job of holding it there. You got to apply the brake if it's pretty steep, but you know, generally it's doing a good job of holding it there. And then so when you flatten out and you need to cruise on a bit, if you just lightly touch the gas pedal, it disengages the brake, and then the computer works out what gear it needs to be in. It automatically selects it. You know, it's pretty cool. I actually quite like it. See, I'll show you what I mean. We're in 15th. We're just gently dropping down this hill. See, it flattens out a bit down here. So I'll just gently touch the accelerator, take the jake off, and just lift, and look, the truck's chosen 18th. So it saved me block changing. So, you know, it's pretty smart. Just keep the revs in the green. No, I quite like this auto. If you drive it, you know, it's not one of these just stick it into D and put your brain into neutral. You can still drive it. Here, this is what she looks like. Man, I like those blue lights. She's a nice old banger. The Flying Pom, that's because there's a mad Englishman that drives it. Okay. Love it. Anyway, better go and track down the Stormin. Cool looking rig, eh? And it's a Cummins. Sweet. Yes, and this is my park. And although I get a truck and trailer in there, no problem, I'm a bit suspect about getting the B-train in there. I'm just going to have to see the boss. Now check this banger out. Whoa. Just speaking to him. That's Andy from Main Freight and this awesome Kenworth. It is just a thing of beauty. He hauls a B-train behind that. Fuck, look at it. Outstanding. That's what winning lotto looks like. Let's check it out. That's a cool rig, Andy.
Not bad, eh? It's pretty good.
How many Ks on it?
What's it got now?
That's a nice rig. So that's Andy from Main Freight and this awesome Kenworth. I'll see you later, matey. Wow, that's just made my night. That's just made my night. That was so cool. And what a nice guy. Look at the light pattern on the back. Oh, that's just a sweet rig. Here comes Toll in there, German. Anyway, how cool was that? And what a great guy. You know, those Main Freight guys, they're really good, eh? you know, we can go there, because our boss is ex-Mainfreight, we can go there and we get to use the cafes and the showers and have a wash, and you know, all the guys, nothing's a problem with Mainfreight. It's a great outfit, really excited and really pleased I met that guy, and what a nice truck. Wow, he's living the dream. This is the thing I've been dreading all night. In front of all these guys, I've got to make this truck look cool. Yeah, I don't reckon that's too bad. I got that in there nice and straight. It's not the same as backing up to one of Mainfreight's dockways. That'll be the challenge. As you can see, she's all going over here. You know, I'm really stoked I had the opportunity to come out in the B train again. And yeah, it does push me out of my comfort zone, because you know, I'm not very familiar with these vehicles. I've driven them forward plenty of miles, but not many back. And so it's a bit of a vertical learning curve, and it's a bit of a challenge, but you know, you got to step up and do it, eh? And chances are one day I'm going to be in a full-time gig in a B train anyway, so the sooner I get good at it, the better. And I'm really grateful for my firm for giving me the opportunity to learn and to advance my driving skills and career with the opportunity to drive these kind of cool trucks, man. You know, they are pretty different from the truck and trailer, that's for sure. But, you know, gotta be, you know, it's all about professional development and being the best you can be, eh? So, you never know. One day I might be driving a K-Whopper like that Mainfreight, or my boss might get one. Who knows? But either way, it's just another string to the bow, eh? Let's truck on. You know, sometimes I cruise for hundreds of kilometers without the radio on, just the window down, just so I can listen to the truck. Just listen to that big old Cummins grumble away. Ain't that a nice sound?